poems by a poet that lived 150 years ago. What I appreciate the most about his writing is he didn't ignore the horrors of legalized slavery, but emphasized that the spirit of the people that survived it still lives in their children today. Ode to Ethiopia by Laurence Dunbar. O mother race, to thee I bring this pledge of faith unwavering, this tribute to thy glory. I know the pangs which thou didst feel when slavery crushed thee with its heel, with thy dear blood all gory. Sad were those days, sad indeed, but through the land the fruitful seed of better times was growing. The plant of freedom upward sprung, and spread its leaves so fresh and young, its blossoms now are blowing. On every hand in this fair land, proud Ethiopia's swarthy children stand beside their fair neighbor. The forest flee before their stroke, their hammers ring, their forges smoke, they sit in honest labor. They tread the fields where honor calls, their voices sound through senate halls, in majesty and power. To the right they cling, the hymns they sing, up to the skies in beauty ring, and bolder grow each hour. Be proud, my race, in mind and soul. Thy name is writ on glory's scroll, in characters of fire. High mid the clouds of fame's bright sky, the banners blazoned foes now fly, and truth shall lift them higher. Thou hast the right to noble pride, whose spotless blood was purified by blood's severe baptism. Upon thy brow the cross was laid, a labor's painful sweat bead made, a consecrating chrism. No other race, or white or black, when bound as thou wert to the rack, so seldom stooped to grieving. No other race, when free again, forgot the past and proved them men, so noble in forgiving. Go on and up, our souls and eyes shall follow thy continuous rise. Our ears shall list thy story. From bar to from thy roots shall spring, and proudly tune their lyres to sing of Ethiopia's glory. The Colored Soldier by Laurence Dunbar. If the muse were mine to tempt it, and my feeble voice were strong, if my tongue were trained to measure, I would sing a stirring song. I would sing a song heroic of those noble sons of Ham, of the gallant colored soldiers who fought for Uncle Sam. In the early days you scorned them, and with many a flippant flout said, these battles are the white man's, and the whites will fight them out. Up the hills you fought and faltered, in the vows you strove and bled, where your ears still heard the thunder of the foe's advancing tread. Then distress fell upon the nation, and the flag was drooping low. Should the dust pollute your banner? No! The nation shouted, no. So when war in savage triumph spread abroad its funeral pall, then you called the colored soldiers, and they answered to your call. And like hounds unleashed and eager for the lifeblood of the prey, sprung they forth and bore them bravely in the thickest of the fray. Where the fight was hottest, where the bullets fastest fell, there they pressed unbleached and fearless at the very mouth of hell. They rallied to the standard, to hold it with their might. None were stronger in their labors, none were braver in the fight. From the blazing breach of Wagner to the plains of Olustee, they were foremost in the fight of the battles of the free. And at Pillow, God have mercy of the deeds committed there, and the souls of those poor victims sent to thee without a prayer. Let the fullness of thy pity o'er the hot-wrought spirit sway of the gallant colored soldiers who fell fighting on that day. Yes, the blacks enjoy their freedom, and they won it dearly too. For the lifeblood of the thousands did the southern fields bedew. In the darkness of their bondage, in the depths of slavery's night, their muskets flashed the dawning, and they fought their way to light. They were comrades then and brothers. Are they more or less today? They were good to stop a bullet and to front the fearful fray. They were citizens and soldiers when rebellion raised its head, and the traits that made them worthy, those virtues are not dead. They've shared your nightly vigils, they've shared your daily toil, and the blood with yours commingled has enriched the southern soil. They have slept and marched and suffered neath the same dark skies as you. They've met as fierce a foreman and has been as brave and true. And their deeds shall find a record in the registry of fame, for their blood has cleansed completely every blot of slavery's shame. So all honor and all glory to those noble sons of Ham, the gallant colored soldiers who fought for Uncle Sam. Sympathy by Laurence Dunbar. I know what the caged bird feels, alas, when the sun is bright on the upward slopes, when the wind stirs soft through the springing grass, and the river flows like a stream of glass, when the first bird sings, and the first bud opes, and the faint perfume from their chalice steals. I know what the caged bird feels. I know why he beats his wing, till its blood is red on the cruel bars. For he must fly back to his perch and cling, when he would fain be on the bough a swing, and the pain still throbs in the old scars, and they pulse again with a keener sting. I know why he beats his wings. I know why the caged bird sings. Me. When his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, and he beats his bars, and he would be free. It is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sings from his heart's deep core, but a plea that upward to heaven he flings. I know why the caged bird sings. Father's house, in my Father's house, in my Father's house.